The first column is x1, second column is x2. They're telling us x1 plus x2, no x1 plus no x2 is 2, is 1. It doesn't make sense. So it's something weird, so we have no solution here. And then the next one. The last entry, the last row is completely 0, so you can ignore them. And if you observe the rest, it makes a triangle. So what type of solution do you have? Infinite solution or unique solution? Unique solution. So unique solution we have, it means each variable gets one number only. So this column is x1, this column is x2. So this is telling us x1 plus x2 is 1. And so this is the first column, the first row. And the second row is telling us our x2 is -1. So x2 is -1 and x1 plus 3x2, I forgot my coefficient. x1 plus 3x2 is 1. Now you may wonder how we have a unique solution. Well, we do have a unique solution because x2 is -1. So what can we do? Substitute here. So this one becomes x1 plus 3 times -1 equals 1. So x1 minus 3 equals 1. Then what is x1? 4, because we add 3 to both sides. So you see, it's unique solution. Unique means every variable have only one solution. Unique means 1, right? So every variable has only one solution. So the triangle gives us unique solution. So each variable have only one number as its solution. How about the next one? What do you think? Unique solution, no solution, or infinite solution? The last row is completely 0, so ignore. We are going to ignore this entire row. It doesn't give us any information. And then if you have no idea,
Following the triangle.
exactly, it's not a triangle. We have, at the end, we had 3 variables, but only 2 equations because the last row is completely out. So we have 3 variables, x1, x2, x3, but how many solutions we have? Only 2 solutions. So more variables, but less equations. What type of solution you get? Infinite here. So for infinite solution, you still have to find out what is your x1, what is your x2, what is your x3. Because for infinite solution, you need to know what is your leading variable and what is your free variable. So this is x1, this is x2, and this is x3. Let me start with this one. This is easy. x3 is 3. So x3 is unique. It has only one solution. Now the first row is telling us we have 1x1 minus 2x2 plus 4x3 equals to 1. But we know what is x3, right? So we can simplify, not simplify, substitute this x3 with 3. So we get x1 minus 2x2 plus 4 times 3 is 12 equals 1. So what is x1? We add 2x2 and subtract 12. When you subtract 12, we have 1 minus 12. What is 1 minus 12? -11. So we get 2x2 minus 11. So this is our x1. So is x1 free or x1 leading variable? Which one? If you look at here, is x1 leading variable or x1 is a free variable? It's a leading variable. So our x1 is leading variable. x1 depends on x2. What is x2? Do you have any number for x2? So x2 is a free variable. It's free. It means it can be anything. We can pick any number for x2, and that x1 will be depend on that. For example, if we say our x2 is 0, then our x1 is 0 minus 11, which is negative 11. If we say our x2 is 1, then we have 2 minus 11, negative 9. So we can pick any number for x2, and x1 follows your x2.